Hi friends, how are you? Welcome to my channel, Life in Literature. You're here with me, Purnima Navani. I hope coronavirus is not troubling you too much and you're having fun at home, learning something new, doing some great stuff, and I thank you for joining me here. And there is a Kunjum problem. Uh, the book, The Stand, that I'm going to review today is actually in my Bombay house. I went back and forth a little bit thinking if I should really then review it or not, but then I've already read it. I've read it more than a couple of times. Would have been nice to read it again, especially right now. It's a horror. Stephen King is the king of horror. Obviously, it's a horror. But it's a really interesting read. It's one of Stephen King's longest novels. And of course, the characters are again so well developed, but then you don't have to say the same about Stephen King over and over again. We know that he is really good at developing characters. So let's get into it and let me tell you a little bit about the plot of The Stand. So, The Stand was nominated as best books of all times has been nominated, sorry. Has been nominated as best books of all time by Times, Rolling Stone, BBC, Amazon, etc. It received a lot of critical accolades. It was really well received. It sold about 4.5 million copies worldwide. And it is a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant book. It's one of Stephen King's longest standalone works. The Stand is a post-apocalyptic dark fantasy which is based in 1985. It was initially based in 1980, but in the revised version, Stephen King included the edited versions and also molded the story to fit 1985. And the story actually starts with an influenza strain virus being developed in a US lab, and somehow or the other there is an accident and the virus gets out. First it infects the staff, and one of the staff leaves with his family, his wife and children, and he is also a carrier for the virus. He goes after 2 days, crashes into a gas station, he infects the people there, and so on it starts spreading. It is, I believe, not correct to discuss a story before somebody has read it, but Stephen King himself, in his interviews and whatever speeches wherever I've seen him talk, is quite unabashed about discussing his story. So I will get a little bit into what happens ahead. The main story of The Stand is not the virus and what happens thereafter, though 99.4% population is killed because of the virus, and it spreads across all borders. As I said, the story is post-apocalyptic. So what happens after the apocalypse is where the story actually takes place. What happens is there is a call, a spiritual leader who makes a call, and a group of people end up together and they travel to this lady. She is by them called Mother Abigail. While another source is gathering forces as well in Las Vegas, and he goes by the name of Randall Flagg. Randall Flagg also features in a few other novels by Stephen King, and he is a very interesting character. And in quite a few of his interviews, Stephen King has over and over mentioned that Trash Can Man, who also features in The Stand, is one of his favorite characters too. One of the characters that he really had fun writing. Over a period of time, we come to see that the intentions of Randall Flagg are not correct, and one way or the other, he wants to destroy not just Mother Abigail, but the society or the colony that has been set up under her. And then what happens is actually the main story, which I will not get to. uh, Wikipedia has given away a lot of the story. I read a little bit of it before coming here, uh, which I don't think is fair, but still, I also kind of gave away a lot of story. But the book is so much more than what I just told you about. It is such a roller coaster ride. And with Stephen King, there's always that element of what is going to happen next. Oh God, I want to know. What are these characters going to do? And they come alive somehow when he writes about them. I think they come alive for him as well. In one of his books, uh, one of his characters does come alive. I will be reviewing that too very soon. That's for the stand. And apart from that, I also want to have a little word with you. I keep telling all my friends this, and you guys are also close to me, whoever is here, and I hope this family grows. Uh, so, please, these are tough times, but we have to stay positive. Don't step out of the house. It is so important right now that we restrain ourselves instead of the government telling us to stay indoors. We all realize this virus is deadly, it is highly contagious, and we should not be taking precautions or restraining ourselves from going outside or interacting with others because the government is telling us to do so. We should be doing us because we care about our lives, right? We care about those who are close to us. So you may unknowingly not just infect somebody else, you may infect a loved one. Be careful, stay indoors. I cannot stress how important it is right now for us to just band together in isolation, but for the strength of everyone out there, and especially for our doctors and our government servants, bank employees, the police who's on the street protecting us all the time, our servicemen. Do it for them. Stay indoors, stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon with another review. And as soon as coronavirus is over with, we will also start trekking. I also am looking forward to showing you my garden. I have done a lot here. I'm also painting the house. So join me soon next time. And probably next week I'll shoot another vlog covering the garden and what I've done with the decor of the house. I've kind of transformed it. So there's a lot more to tell you, but we'll save a little bit for next time. All right? Ciao. Bye. Take care.